When trying to get into a new prospect, at what level do you go in at? Hi, this is Ron Carr, your Velocity Mindset expert. Recently, I was helping a client gain a sponsorship with a big player in her market. The good news is she knew the CEO. So I asked her to get an audience with the CEO, and we had that meeting, a Zoom meeting. Now, in that meeting, we were doing what most salespeople would not be doing. We were not selling them on the services we would provide in the sponsorship. No, 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 no. That's not what a CEO decides on. That's the how we would do it. We were selling the what, the outcomes that the CEO can expect from partnering with us. And our goal for that call was simple, not to sell the CEO, but to gain an agreement with the CEO that a partnership between the two sides would be a powerful thing for both of us. And once we got that agreement, he then picked the phone up and asked his COO to meet with us. And the goal of the COO was the same thing, not to sell them on how our services would be, but to gain agreement that this is something they need to look at which time then he called his two lieutenants whose job were to evaluate our services. And once they got the call, because it came from higher up, we had their undivided attention. And now we're in the process of showing them how we're going to do it. And we now have a commitment to meet with them again, as well as the COO, and give them a final proposal, which will then be taken to the CEO. But this answers the age-old question, at what level do you go into? Because sales experts like me are always saying, go as high as you can. But going as high as you can is not the same for all sales executives. For example, if you're trying to sell cleaning services to JP Morgan, you're not going to call the CEO's office, Jamie Dimon, and expect an audience with him. But you may be calling the VP of Facilities Planning and see if you can get an audience with that person to talk about the concept of what they want the outcomes to be when someone is cleaning their facilities and the environment they want to provide for their employees. And once you gain agreement that that's what you're both about, then have that person refer you to the people who will evaluate your offering. That is a faster way to get into an account and reduce the sales cycle than it would be to call on the bottom floor with no one you don't have any relationship with and trying to wriggle your way up to the top. That is the slow road to China. So, if you really want to gain velocity in your sales approach, call on as high a level as possible, understand what that goal is, not to sell them, gain a philosophical agreement on what both sides are looking for, to motivate them to put you in touch with the people who will evaluate you, but then you will have their attention, you do your job, and then it goes back to the person that you started with, hopefully in gaining the agreement. That's today's Velocity Mindset message. Please be good to yourself and others, and I'll see you in a couple of days.